Record their first victory in EuroBasket 2017, 85 points to 73, led quite brilliantly by Adam Hanger, who finished with 31, I think, in the end. Montenegro against Croatia is up next, and then finishing off our coverage today, Spain, unbeaten Spain, who have looked mightily impressive in their opening two games, up against Romania, who are still looking for their first victory. Maybe they can take some inspiration from Hungary, who of course picked up their first win a couple of hours ago. So I'm delighted to say that Graham Hiscock is alongside me again, and I can assure you he's not wearing that, although you did bring something like that with you, I think. Graham, Montenegro.
If they have it in extra tall, I'll give it a go.
Well, yeah, you would need something in a pretty large size. Anyway, Montenegro against Croatia. Croatia have started their two games slowly, haven't they? You get the impression they probably can't afford to do that again today against a good Montenegrin side.
Good afternoon, everybody. You're absolutely right, Adam. They cannot do that. If they start slowly against some of these stronger teams, and Montenegro is one of those, they are going to be in big problems. As the Croatian team come out, and Popovic, their veteran for Croatia, doing a really nice job. I bet they're pleased they've got him back. But yeah, you're correct. If they start slowly, they may find themselves behind, and it's going to be a real problem trying to get back against this strong Montenegrin side.
Yeah, I mean, one man we should probably point out in Croatia is Bojan Bogdanovic, who has just been absolutely superb the first two games. You probably get the feeling that Montenegro have to keep him quiet if they're to stand any chance today.
Yeah, he's leading Croatia in rebounds and in points. And he is just he's a fantastic player, similar to Hanger. In the defensive team, we've got to make so many decisions how they're going to play. Do they double him? If they double him, he's a good passer and can get other people involved. So Montenegro got a lot of things to think about, but they've got their own big players with Vucevic and Dubljevic, who's growing into the tournament quite nicely.
Yeah, one thing that won't be disappearing from Dubljevic is his beard. He said that that's where he gets all his strength from. And we will just pause momentarily for both sides' national anthems. Two very passionate national anthems as the two coaches there just embrace, and the players will just exchange gifts between the two of them. And we can get underway in just over 3.5 minutes or so as the second game here in Group C, game day 3, can commence. There is Luka Zoric, who's had a decent game day 2 especially, was doing it on both ends of the floor. As you can see, the Croatian supporters have made their way in and will look to try and get behind their side to spur them on to 3 consecutive victories today. But the Montenegrins, well, they're full of talent in their side. There's no doubt about that, and they will look to make it as difficult as they possibly can for Croatia. So we spoke about Dubljevic, and we'll come back to that as we just take a look at the referees. Anastopoulos of Greece, Roberto Vasquez of Puerto Rico, and also Johan Rosso of France, the 3 officials overseeing proceedings today. And you can see the hashtag underneath, EuroBasket 2017. Get involved with us. Also at FIBA on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And of course the EuroBasket 2017 app is available to download as well. So yeah, Graham, we were speaking this morning that we still haven't had a really nail-biting close finish. Do you reckon that this one could provide that as we take a look at the Croatian roster?
It certainly could. 2 big rivals, neighbouring countries. History is intertwined, and Croatia are going to be slight favourites, but they've got a lot of talent with Popovic. Obviously Saric, I want to see a bit more from Saric physically, as with Dragan Bender as well, especially on the defensive end. Roko Jukic has been solid, Bogdanovic outstanding. Saric, as we know, NBA player, but really has to come now physically. This is the business end of the tournament right now. This is a huge game.
Yeah, absolutely. They really have been led by Bojan Bogdanovic so far, have Croatia. As we have a look at the Montenegrin roster, and who out of that lot, Graham, catches your eye?
Well, yesterday was a rest day. A couple of days ago, again, Vucevic, excellent. As you said, Bogdanovic is someone that's got to be stopped. And the person that can stop that is going to be maybe a combination of Tyrese Rice. We need more from Tyrese Rice offensively. He's going to have to help out defensively. But in order for them to stop Bogdanovic, they're going to have to go as a team. They're going to have to double team him, send some different looks at him, and then they're going to have to scramble and help. Like we saw from Hungary, they did a great job of stopping the initial ball and then getting their hands in the passing lane. But more Tyrese Rice. We said it in the last game. He needs to deliver today.
Yeah, we know what the likes of Vucevic can provide the Montenegrins, but Tyrese Rice is, he's very much been on the fringe of things really in the opening 2 games, so let's hope that he can come to the party this afternoon. So Montenegro, well, they started their campaign. Come back to that as we just take a look at the 2 key players, and Graham, you've pointed out these 2 today. Yeah,
Filip Barovic really impressed with his game on Saturday. 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Didn't score, only took 4 shots, but doing what his team required. And I really appreciated his play. As for Marko Popovic, 3 out of 3 3-pointers. Solid, reliable, back in the team after an absence, and really gives this Croatian team a solid look when he's on the floor.
Yeah, so Ako Petrovic there, the Croatian coach, just giving his side some last-minute words of wisdom before we get going. And there is Tanjevic of Montenegro, who is just an absolute character. He's a jack-in-the-box on the sideline. He lives every single second of it, does the 70-year-old. And I think if you asked him to get out on the court and play, he'd probably snap your hand off, you get the feeling. But yeah, 2 very experienced coaches in their respective dugouts in Petrovic and Tanjevic today.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Certainly with Tanjevic, he's the sort of coach that you just want to play for. He is demanding. As we said before, in practice, he was out there with the teams. He was literally on the court with them, making every play and just working so hard. And with Coach Petrovic, again, a really popular figure, demanding, and both sets of teams want to play for these coaches, and that's a great thing for them, especially in such a huge game for the crowd here and the 2 sets of teams.
Yeah, we've mentioned that Croatia last won a medal more than 2 decades ago at FIBA EuroBasket 1995, and they are definitely going to have to try and buck their ideas up, certainly as this competition goes on. if they are going to podium here, because yeah, a couple of slow starts. Their 2 matches so far saw them beat Hungary by just 9 points, in which they actually trailed going into the final quarter, and then they got the better of Romania, 74 points to 58 on game day 2. So they probably played the 2 weakest sides, as Vucevic throws up the first 2 off target, and the rebound falls the way of Marko Tomas. Now Ukic, the Croatian captain. Now Bogdanovic, immediately Vucevic is out to him. That's going to be a big matchup today, Vucevic against Bogdanovic. Ukic, good run inside, and makes it just on the buzzer, Ukic, to give Croatia the first points of the game.
Yeah, nice looking move there, right at the shot clock, ending of it just before the buzzer, and Ukic straight into the game with a nice 2 points.
Now Vucevic. Just to go out to Tyrese Rice, who's got 2 on him. Rice does well, nearly did well to find a way through, but now it's Ukic to Tomas. Great D, but he commits the foul.
Yeah, good defense from Croatia, doubling up on Tyrese Rice. Only issue with Rice there, he's lost the ball and he's jogging back. I want to see him, if he's lost the ball, I want to see him sprint as fast as he can to get back and help out his teammates.
Yeah, good point. Here's Bogdanovic, the first look for him. You know the rest. The 3 goes down, and he continues his very impressive start to EuroBasket 2017.
A smooth catch and shoot from Bogdanovic, just carrying on from where he's left off the last couple of games.
Oh, Vucevic has his pocket picked by Marko Tomas, and then the foul is called on Vucevic.
I'm sure coach Tanjevic does not want Vucevic dribbling too much that far away from the basket. Marko Tomas has come from the blind side, steals it, and then Vucevic compounds his error with the intentional foul.
Yeah, so an unsportsmanlike was called on Vucevic, so Tomas will shoot 2, then Croatia will get possession back of the ball as well. Good start here by the Croats, who, as I mentioned right at the start of the game, have started slowly in their first couple of games. Romania shot out to a 10-0 lead, didn't they? Here is Tomas. Bogdanovic, he's already knocked down 1 3, he's now knocked down 2. Bojan Bogdanovic off to a flyer.
Great catch and shoot again, almost the identical spot, same result.
Tyrese Rice, Vucevic, poor ball handling from Vucevic, and it's another turnover from the Montenegro number 4. And a timeout has been called.
That's a huge start. Nice screen there by Planinic. Bogdanovic just catches it in rhythm and knocks down the shot. Planinic, nice job there. Set the screen initially. Bogdanovic came back the other way, and he stopped the defender from getting out to Bogdanovic. Big start. 10-0 to Croatia.
They scored 10 points without defense.
Again, that last play, Vucevic catching the ball quite a long way from the basket. I'm sure Croatia have talked about this. They don't want him catching the ball near the hoop when he can really do some damage. If he catches it too far out, maybe near the 3-point line, they can send players to him, disrupt what he's trying to do. So Montenegro got to hang tough now. This is a huge start by Croatia, the polar opposite to how they've started the other 2 games.
Yeah, just heard Tanjevic right at the end of his team talk say they've scored 10 points without any defence, so he's clearly not happy about what his Montenegrin side are doing on the defensive end. So let's see whether that little team talk from Tanjevic just bucks his side's ideas up here. These are this is the start, sorry, from Bojan Bogdanovic. Just cannot give him any space at all. Well, not just outside the arc, anywhere really in the offensive end. Not just a good basketball player, he also claims he's the best water polo player as well on the Croatian side. So, jack of all trades, master of one especially. Saric. Bogdanovic again. Foul has been called on Nemanja Đurisic.
Yeah, Đurisic just trying to fight over the screen by Planinic. Planinic just come in and done a nice job, setting some screens to get his the guards and the scorers open. Here comes another one.
Thomas does well to find Planinic, who was fouled by Sajovic, and Planinic will shoot a couple.
Yeah, nice job by Planinic there, setting the screen up high, rolling to the basket, getting good position on Sajovic, who had no chance there against the bigger Planinic at 6'11".
Yeah, joined Dinamo Sassari earlier this year, did Darko Planinic, signing from Gran Canaria.
Another play they need more production from. Only 3.5 points a game, 3.5 rebounds a game. 6'11", need more from him.
Planinic makes both from the line and extends Croatia's lead. 12-0 after the first 2.5 minutes here. Just what Ako Petrovic would have wanted from his side. Tyrese Rice now looking to try and get Montenegro going. Thought about throwing it up, decides against it, as does Đurisic. Đurisic throws it out to Vucevic. It'll be a 2 if it goes. It doesn't, and Thomas is there to grab the rebound. Now Bogdanovic will try his luck again! 3 from 3, Bojan Bogdanovic!
We are being treated to high-class offense. This time again, he's on the other side of the floor. Doesn't make any difference. Knocks it down. We've had Hanga in the first game. Now it's Bogdanovic.
Montenegro needs something. Can Đurisic provide it? No, he can't. Dario Saric does well to bring down the ball and tip it to Thomas. 15-0 lead here for Croatia. Ominous signs for Montenegro early on, mainly due to this man here, Bogdanovic. Saric, great little spin towards the hoop, but good defense from Barovic. Barovic does well and steals the ball for Montenegro, and the foul is called on Thomas.
Yeah, really good defense by that man Barovic again. That's his job, in the trenches, inside near the basket, stopping Saric from getting anything difficult. Then the shot clock run down. Just looking at Bogdanovic's 3, he just runs the floor beautifully, catch and shoots it in rhythm. Great job by the number 44.
Đurisic. Tyrese Rice will try and get Montenegro going, and that is exactly what Tyrese Rice has to do.
Yeah, nice screen away by the Montenegrins. Tyrese Rice, catch, shoot in rhythm. The lefty needs to get going. He needs to go huge in this game.
So Montenegro have their first points at least, as Bogdanovic looks to try and answer back, or at least human at least. Finally misses one from the outside. As Rice looks to go back-to-back, just comes up short, and a big rebound by Bogdanovic now on the defensive end.
Yeah, Bogdanovic a good rebounder as well, does not mind mixing it up inside, doing the dirty work.
Ukic throws it out. Bogdanovic in all kinds of space, knocks down the 3.
Montenegro can't do that. They can't just leave Bogdanovic wide open. They've got to be able to collapse to stop the penetration, and someone's got to get out to him. Otherwise, they're going to have a nightmare against him this game.
Yeah, he can knock down those in his sleep if he's left open, as Đurisic looks to respond with one of his own. Can't get it to go, and a good rebound by Planinic.
Yeah, he's showing good energy early.
And now Ukic for 3. Just comes up short, rebound Sajovic. Tyrese Rice. Vucevic, great pass, Vucevic and Barovic. Oh, should have made the 2, grabs his own board though, and puts it in at the second time of asking.
Yeah, good play from Barovic, moving without the ball. Nice high-low execution between the 2 big men of Montenegro. They're creeping back slowly.
Ukic the whistle has gone on Planinic, so Croatia will turn it over.
That's good play against from Barovic, keeping Planinic in front of him. As we see that wide open three from Bogdanovic for three.
I might be saying that a few times today. Tyrese Rice.
Vucevic needs to get going. He's been on the periphery so far.
It's a poor pass from Barovic, although it must have just... Well, hang on. The decision has gone Montenegro's way. Oh, I thought they were just going to have a look at it, but no, Montenegro will have it with 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, they need to get the ball to Vucevic nearer the basket, so he doesn't need a dribble, he can just catch and finish.
Here he is. Vucevic is off and running, and he takes Graham's advice.
Yeah, that's much better. Mid-range jump shot, catch and shoot. If he dribbles it, I think if he dribbles at the wrong time, the ball will get taken off him.
Oh, Thomas, great run by Thomas. Planinic with heavy hands, but Croatia have got it back with their main man Bogdanovic. Oh, awful pass from Bogdanovic.
Yeah,
a rarity.
Bit of miscommunication there between Bogdanovic and Thomas, but they give each other a slap and say, let's not do that again.
Here's Tyrese Rice. Rice throws up the three, just off target. Bogdanovic comes away with it. Bogdanovic is rather isolated on his own. Well, he doesn't need anyone else, or he very nearly makes the two. But Popovic is there. Popovic, another who had a good game from beyond the arc in game day 2. Another turnover from Bojan Bogdanovic.
That's good work again by Barovic. I thought Bogdanovic there was an opening towards Planinic, which was nearer the basket. He's tried the cross-court pass. Great anticipation by Barovic. He's having another strong start again, Adam. Yeah. And he scored, which is nice for him. He's a guy in the trenches. It's nice when those guys get some baskets as well.
So the rather imposing figure of Luka Zoric makes his way out onto the court and immediately goes to defend Vucevic. Tyrese Rice again, foul called on Zoric.
Yeah, there's been a few times this tournament so far. Zoric comes a long way out, outside the key. Gets very active with his hands and body, but he hasn't got the foot speed to deal with some of these players further away from the basket.
First sign of Dubljevic then for the Montenegrins. Sejovic inbounds to Vucevic. Well, Sejovic has escaped the attention of the D. He should have, well, be disappointed that he didn't knock it down under no pressure at all. Now Popovic can bring it clear for the Croats. Popovic for three. Popovic makes.
Great decision. The defense dropped off him half a step. Just pulls up in that nice rhythm he possesses, knocks it down.
Jovanovic. Vucevic comes towards the ball, doesn't get it. Instead it goes the way of Dubljevic, and a foul called on Bogdanovic this time.
Yeah, it's good to try and get Dubljevic involved in the offense early. He's just come on. He's a really huge part for this Montenegrin team, and they're going to need him at his best to get back, and he gets a foul on Bogdanovic.
And Croatia in the penalty, so Dubljevic heads to the line. Tyrese Rice just giving his opinion on matters there on the bench. All the time in the Montenegrin team talks, you do see Tyrese Rice very active, giving his opinion. He's obviously someone that Tanjevic trusts and wants to give his opinion. Here's Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic drives, tries to throw it out. Bogdanovic turns it over yet again. And now Sejovic found himself by himself and does well to find Ivanovic. Bogdanovic with 3 turnovers though now. Throws it out. Sejovic for 3 from the corner, just comes up short. Or big rebound, and Vucevic tries to tip it in and does.
That's much better by Montenegro, and in the end Vucevic ends up right by the hoop, which is where he's going to create the most damage against this Croatian team.
Foul called on Mihailovic.
Going back to Bogdanovic's turnover again, he's on the left side of the court. He's trying to pass across court. There's a lot of hands, a lot of defensive activity. And here's Vucevic being active. If you don't get the first offensive rebound, straight up tip it in. And this is what Coach Tanovic wants to see from his big man. Nice to knock down the outside shot, but get under the balls, young man, and make it physical.
Yeah, two of Bogdanovic's turnovers have pretty much been in identical fashion, trying to play that big cross-court pass and trying to go over 3 or 4 white shirts, intercepted along the way. Makes 1 from 2 from the line.
Montenegro slowly but surely just dragging themselves back into this game. It's a little bit more back and forth as opposed to the first half of the quarter.
Ivanovic puts up the 2, can't get it to go, and Bender is just about able to tip it down to Popovic. Popovic to Bender, Bender trying to get going, off target, rebound Dubljevic. Now Ivanovic to Dubljevic, thought about the 3, instead sent it out to Sejovic. Now Mihailovic. Dubljevic does throw the 3 this time, just a little long. Rebound by Marko Thomas.
Dubljevic just backed off the shot. He took the shot and was straight away running back. Just maybe need to hold on to that, follow through a bit.
Yeah, Bender tried to give the pass early to Bogdanovic, just couldn't quite get it, but he's fouled anyway, so he'll head to the line.
Yeah, we spoke about Dragan Bender before the game, didn't we, Adam? He's a guard trapped in a centre's body, like they spoke about with Toni Kukoc many years ago, and what a wonderful career Toni Kukoc had, because he ended up on the great Bulls team as well as obviously the great national teams he played on, but he got into the right system. And Bender, in this tournament, I want to see him more physical defensively, getting more rebounds for his team, and then knocking these free throws down.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Toni Kukoc, Graham, because that's actually the player that Dragan Bender modelled his game on and idolised as a kid, so good comparison there. And try his luck from way downtown and connects. Nikola Pavlicevic is off and running.
Yeah, big shot for the Montenegrins. All the pieces have got to come together. They can't just rely 2 or 3 players, they've all got to be working together.
Bender tries to respond, and he does. Dragan Bender, that's better from the big man.
Yeah, beautiful catch and shoot at 7 foot. He is tough to guard.
Mihailovic. 6 seconds between the shot and the game clock here. Well, this will be a 3 from miles out. It can't connect. Pavlicevic with the rebound and can't get it to go. He's grabbed it again, Dubljevic, the clock is down to 2, got to put it up, Dubljevic does, and makes Dubljevic right on the buzzer. And it's a good end to the first quarter from the Montenegrins.
Fantastic shot. Dubljevic had the presence of mind to look up at the clock. He knew it was running down. He just squared, and look at the supporters. The Montenegrins are getting into this. Fantastic to see young and old here.
Yeah, at the end of the first, Montenegro 17, Croatia 25. So let's take a look at the statistics from that opening quarter.
It's just 2 points. 2-point range, 33%, but the 3-point percentage is huge. They've missed 1. And that's largely due to Bogdanovic. Popovic knocking down 1, then Bender's come on and knocked down 1. That's 7'1". It's nice for him to be able to come on and do that, but Bogdanovic has really set the tone.
Yeah, it's just what you want, isn't it, from your main man? Get you firing early on. Croatia flew out to a 15-point lead. In fairness to the Montenegrins, they've done well to come back, and they only trail by 8 at the end of the first.
Yeah, Coach Tanjevic has done a great job in getting this team together, keeping them together, and they're all working hard to try and drag themselves back into the game.
So second quarter underway. Zoric to Popovic. Out to Bender, he's made one. Way short with this one, easy rebound by Dubljevic. Now Ivanovic throws it out. Dubljevic now for 3 again. Back-to-back threes for Dubljevic.
Yeah. Dubljevic has come out firing. 8 points in just a few minutes of playing time. Great sign for Montenegro.
Bogdanovic into Zoric. Zoric throws it out to Bogdanovic again. Shot clock is down to 4. Good perimeter defense. Great pass though. Got to get it away, Zoric. He had no idea that the shot clock was counting down, but good defense by Montenegro.
Yeah, that's superb defense. They've come out in this second quarter. They're fired up off the back of that Dubljevic 3. And they're just getting their hands out in the passing lanes, making it really difficult for Bogdanovic, forcing him to give up the ball, and they run out of shot clock.
So Bender takes a seat. Pavlicevic now. Foul called on Popovic. Not happy with the decision, as you can see.
Yeah, he might have caught a swinging arm as he's trying to play real close defence, as Bogdanovic takes the seat.
Yeah, and every single Montenegrin breathes a sigh of relief.
Yeah, now the other Croatians have to step up as a unit.
Here's Ivanovic, great pass, and Todorovic with the 2.
Great slip cut to the basket by Todorovic, and the pass was right on cue from Ivanovic.
Popovic. Passes back out to Simon. Now Dario Saric, but immediately had someone on him. Saric, though, just throws it over him. What a 3 from Dario Saric.
Yeah, we spoke at the start of the game. He needs to step up physically, but he can knock down that 3. He's got a lot of good range, and on the back of that, good defence.
Yeah, the steal from Simon. Now Saric. Saric throws it out. The whistle had already gone.
A foul on Dubljevic there. Just too much body contact from his coach not liking that, but he had to stand big, otherwise Saric was all the way to the hoop.
Saric. Now Simon. Out to Planinic, who tries the 2. Rolls all around the rim, but can't get it to drop, and Pavlicevic can bring it clear for the Montenegrins. Foul has been called on Simon. Referee's just making sure everything's okay over on that Montenegrin bench, and we can get underway. Mihailovic. Ivanovic from way downtown, can't get it to go. Not the greatest of shots really from Ivanovic, but they have got the offensive rebound. Dubljevic can't get it to go. They'll get it again, and that's a good hustle from the Montenegrins.
That's great play by Dubljevic. Couldn't quite get the shot off, but the help came for him, and Todorovic finishes it off under the hoop. The big men working in tandem.
Yeah, foul called underneath there. I think it's gone on to Todorovic. That's second chance points, Montenegro with 9, none so far for Croatia.
and that's the physicality, and that's just getting after the ball, really wanting it. Croatia have got to match Montenegro with that. Montenegro have 5 more offensive rebounds as well.
Here's Simon. Simon looking to go himself, throws up the little teardrop, can't get it to go. Last touch was off. Dubljevic, by the looks of things. Croatia will keep it.
That's much better activity by the Croatians. On the offensive glass, they've got to keep that up.
Saric, Thomas is completely free if they can find him on the outside. Saric, this time he does find Thomas, but Ivanovic did well to race out towards him.
Yeah, Ivanovic with good hustle getting out for the closeout, but he was just slightly out of control. He was turned sideways a little bit and off balance and committed the foul.
It's Thomas. Simon into Planinic. He's got Dubljevic for company, throws it back outside. This is good defense from Montenegro. Tries to draw the foul. The bank shot doesn't go, and Dubljevic with a big rebound to grab it off Dario Saric.
Great example from Dubljevic of protecting the ball.
Now for another 3. Comes up way short. Rebound by Pavlicevic, can't get it to go. Planinic does well, grabs the rebound and is able to find Popovic, who tries to get them going on the fast break, but good transitional defense by the Montenegrins. Thomas, they back off him, throws the 3! Count it!
Yeah, that's great recognition by Thomas. Defense backs off, as you said, Adam, and he's just got to take that shot. He's wide open, and he makes it.
Mihailovic. Whistle has gone on Thomas. Is that an unsportsmanlike call there, or?
I think it's an offensive, a foul. He's trying to get over the screen.
This is the 3 from Thomas that we saw. Defense just completely backed away.
They might have been expecting the pass inside, so they were trying to protect that, and they took the opportunity to knock down the 3.
Ivanovic. Todorovic, great pass to Todorovic, easy to Dubljevic.
Wonderful passing between the Montenegrins, and that killer bounce pass through the key. And Dubljevic is right up for this one.
Now Thomas. Good defense by Mihailovic. Thomas has to take a really difficult shot in the end, and Planinic just couldn't grab the offensive rebound, and now Mihailovic looking to go coast to coast, throws the floater and makes it. Great play by Mihailovic.
That's a wonderful floater. He's already had one highlight reel on the first day with that alley-oop slam, but that was a really difficult shot and created by great hustle on the defense. And he decided to take the option of making the shot himself and did a great job of it. Game on, Adam.
Sure is. It's been a good comeback here by the Montenegrins after trailing by 15. The lead is just 3 now for Croatia.
Well, Coach Petrovic just going to be calming down his team and saying, we had the lead, we've let it back, we've got to match Montenegro's effort. And obviously Bogdanovic has had a break, so he's going to be coming back in, I would suspect.
Yeah, well, Montenegro have certainly got closer since Bogdanovic has been off the floor.
Yeah, he's such a huge piece of their team. They have got other talented players, but Bogdanovic is another level up, as we've seen in the first 2 games and during this one.
To see as well here, just in front of us, we're not quite sure who he is. We think he may well be the Romanian Prime Minister or something like that, but we're being heavily watched by various security guards as we undertake our commentary today. So don't step out of line, Mr. Hiscock.
I will try not to.
make a change.
Thank you very much.
Here is Planinic. Thomas to Saric, tries his luck from distance, way off target, good rebound though by Planinic and knocked out of his hands by Vladimir Mihailovic.
Now Mihailovic down the other end, but again, good on the defensive play, but good offensive rebound by Planinic. Got good position, but coming from behind, out of his view, the flying Mihailovic.
There's only 1 second left off the shot clock here.
This is going to have to be literally a lot of throw-in and a catch almost mid-air.
Yeah. Good defence by the Montenegrins, or was it actually? No, I think a foul has been called. Thomas did really well there to draw the foul.
Coach Tanovic is going to be frustrated with that, knowing they only had the second to go. Oh, that was Mihailovic who had the block initially. If only he'd been able to just keep his hands straight up and not making any contact with Thomas.
Good display all over the court so far for Marco Thomas. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists as well. Also got 2 fouls to his name.
Yeah, he's done a solid job for his team.
Mihailovic. Good pass, Mihailovic to Dubljevic, the extra one. Oh, he should have made the 2 to Dorovic. And Bogdanovic grabs the rebound.
Nice screen and roll by Dubljevic. And the extra pass. Todorovic should be annoyed that he hasn't made that at point blank.
Tipped out of bounds by Pavlicevic.
There's definitely an extra spring in the Montenegrin step. Pavlicevic getting right in the passing lane as we see that unfortunate miss for Montenegro.
Yeah, I can see what Tyrese Rice thinks of it as well as Ivanovic steals it away. It's 3 against 1. They decide to take the 3. Ivanovic can't knock it down. Well, I'm surprised by that. Surely you just take the easy 2 there.
Yeah, there was a player to Pavlicevic's left, but he just couldn't. But he's made up for it nearly. Yeah, he's annoyed with that. He could have gone to his left. But Ivanovic was wide open. That is part of the modern game. The 3-pointer is an option on the break.
Bogdanovic, foul called on Dubljevic, not happy with that decision. Walks away, muttering something under his breath.
Again, stepping way out off the screen action. A lot of the big players in this tournament and in the modern game, they do that. They're so quick and athletic. At that time, too much contact.
Yeah, Montenegro in the penalty, so Bogdanovic will head to the foul line. Someone you don't particularly want on that line too often. Normally pretty lethal.
They're only 64% as a team at the moment, which is a lot lower than they have been. Coming into this game, they were 81%. So they just dropped off a little bit at the moment, but if Bogdanovic gets in his rhythm and gets to the line enough, maybe pushing it back up again.
Can't get the 3rd to go. Should say that Tanjevic was actually called on a technical foul. So Croatia will have possession again.
That's been coming for a couple of days. Maybe he's got out of his system now. He can relax.
Ukic. Ukic goes himself, throws it out. Thomas for 3. Just off target, rebound to Dubljevic. And Montenegro will keep it.
Of course, if we go back to the game against Spain, under different circumstances, they were a long way behind. They got a series of technicals, didn't they, when they were getting frustrated? They must all stay calm as a unit.
Mihailovic. Pavlicevic thought about throwing up the 3, instead drives to the lane, can't get it to go. And great defense by Marko Thomas, and Croatia will get the ball as well.
He's having a super game, Thomas, both ends of the floor. Wouldn't let Pavlicevic away from him. Causes an out-of-control attempt of a shot. And it's Croatia's ball.
So 3.5 to go in the first half. Croatia 34, Montenegro 28. The lead is 6. It's been as big as 15 as Ukic drives. Foul called on Todorovic.
Yeah, good strong drive by Ukic. Really athletic player. Todorovic commits the foul. That's 2 fouls on young Ivanovic. Of course, he sprung to prominence as an 18-year-old where he made a huge shot against Serbia in European competition. To beat them, he just hasn't quite pushed on. Let's hope this tournament, for his sake and for Montenegro, is a real springboard for him going forward. Sometimes tough to hit the headlines big time like that at such a young age.
Yeah, well, then you get all the pressure, don't you, put on you. Everyone expects great things, and yeah, not always easy to live up to it. Ukic does really well to grab his own rebound, and for once Bogdanovic is off target from distance, and I think the foul has been called on Planinic.
Bogdanovic's shot is just off now. The first few, obviously, he never looked as though he was going to miss. He's missed a couple. I guess it's difficult for him to play at that high level, but again, Dublevic, big rebound. I love the way that he just rips it, and straight away his elbows are out. He's corralling those rebounds, and that's how he can draw some fouls as the Croatian team are trying to grab hold of the ball.
Pavlicevic. Now Tyrese Rice, who's back on. Good pass to Dubljevic, who's got Dario Saric for company. Dubljevic, great strength, great finish.
Yeah, he's a great option down low or outside, showing his strength. Wonderful move.
Yeah, he's having a great game so far, Dubljevic. 12 points, 5 rebounds, but he does have 3 fouls as well, so that's something we just need to keep an eye on, as Dario Saric has all the time in the world, and he can't connect with the 3.
No, Saric was wide open. Needs to knock those shots down. Bogdanovic can't take all the 3s. They've got to share it about, be equal opportunities, equal threats.
Foul called on Ukic this time, as Vucevic there just waiting to come back in. Dubljevic heads to the bench.
Super play by Dublevic. 12 points, 5 rebounds, but 3 fouls, so he will sit, I would suspect, until the end of the half.
There was a good interview with Dubljevic on the EuroBasket 2017 app. For those of you that haven't downloaded it, I highly suggest you should, but he sounds an interesting character. Not sure his taste in music is necessarily my cup of tea or any other of his teammates' cup of tea. He says that he quite often has to listen to a load of rubbish, as he calls it, rather than Slipknot and whatever else heavy metal kind of stuff that he listens to, but that's what he says gets him really psyched up for these games. So each to their own.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, whatever he's listened to before this game, he wants to repeat it for the others.
Yeah, it's certainly working at the moment. Pavlicevic is saying to the referee that he got all ball, but the foul has gone against him.
He's got to be very careful. He needs to stop talking to the ref. He's having a really solid game, solid tournament. Doesn't want to pick up any unnecessary technicals and get on the wrong side of the refs. Then you're not going to get up. You're not going to get calls maybe further into the game.
One man you've got to stop fouling is Bojan Bogdanovic.
That's a much better stroke there for Bogdanovic, holding that follow through nice and high.
17 already for Bogdanovic. The lead is 6. We've got just over 2 minutes to go. Great step by Tyrese Rice, and again should have made the finish. There's a couple of disappointing finishes right underneath the hoop today for the Montenegrins that they've let slip, as Dario Saric tries to show them how it's done, and does.
That's a big man's move with great athleticism and soft touch at the end. Dario Saric creating havoc for the Montenegrins by getting to the hoop.
Pavlicevic throws it out to Mihailovic, who catches, shoots, and just comes up short. Planinic with the rebounds.
Yeah, another rebound for Planinic. Mihailovic was wide open, in rhythm. He's got to take the shot, just got to knock him down.
Offensive foul has been called, so Croatia will turn it over, and it's gone on Planinic.
Mihailovic just taking a seat, and Jurisic again, another good offensive threat in for the Montenegrins.
Vucevic, Tyrese Rice. Rice just throws up the little teardrop, can't get it to go. Dario Saric grabbed the rebound, but a foul had already been called. So Bogdanovic at the foul line again.
Montenegro in team fouls. Let's just see this. Tyrese Rice sort of hesitated. I know it was a fake.
It's gone on Nemanja Jurisic, who's now got 3 personal. So there's a couple in foul difficulty already at reasonably early stage. Djovic has 3, sorry Graham, Jurisic has 3 as well.
Yeah, the fouls are mounting up a little bit. Again, Rice 4 points, no assists, not quite at the races again. And with that play there, I'd have liked him just to gone straight up in rhythm. Don't try and fake or overthink it. Just do what you do best, just play on instinct.
Djovic here just has to try and calm down. I think maybe Ako Petrovic is saying this should be a T maybe on Tanjevic. He's just got to shut up here.
Yeah, literally. Who's going to tell him, though?
Shotgun, not me. I think even at 70 years old, he could rough me up. Which is embarrassing, but...
The issue is, I think if he's losing control, he's losing it. He's going to be doing it to fire his team up, but he's just got to... He's made his point. Chill out, let the players do the business on the court.
So a double-digit lead once again for Croatia. 41-31, just over 60 seconds to go in the first half. Jurisic. Tyrese Rice to Vranjes. Vranjes drives and just can't get it to go with the left hand. Last touch was off Montenegro. Croatia will have it.
Yeah, I think it came off Vucevic's hand. Another tough shot of running floater. Just not quite dropping for the Montenegrins. They're having a dip at the moment. They've just got to hang tough, and Croatia just keep rolling.
Just going back to Tyrese Rice again, 4 points, no assists. You said, didn't you, a couple of days ago, it's all right if he's clocking up 6-7 assists a game, people don't mind, but no assists either from the guard position, and only 4 points as well. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound by Planinic, and the putback is good. Great work by Planinic.
Yeah, Rice there on the defence, got blown by, and then shot goes up, misses. Planinic in great position again. Really putting his mark on this game, Adam.
Rice to Jurisic. Now Vucevic throws it out to Vranjes. Shot clock down to 3. Vranjes has to get the shot away. Great defense, Dragan Bender. And he's got to put it up here. He does just before the buzzer. Ukic can't get it to go. So the half-time whistle goes. And it is Croatia as they started with a double-digit lead. They flew out of the blocks, did the Croats, and raced into a 15-point advantage. Montenegro did have them back down to about 3, I think, but at the break, Montenegro 31, Croatia 43.
Yeah, just looking at the stats, Croatia just called off from the three-point line now, 8 of 17. Free throws, they're down as well. Croatia, 26 rebounds, 7 more than Montenegro. Both got 8 offensive rebounds, so there is good activity on the offensive glass. 8 turnovers for Croatia. But the energy's good. Things have spilled over a bit for Montenegro, but Coach Tanovic is always trying to push his team. They were behind early, they've come back. It's a game of runs now. Croatia have had their run, now it's half-time. The coaches are really going to earn their money as we see Bogdanovic with that silky smooth three-point shot.
Yeah, Bogdanovic started like a house on fire, and we will just leave you with all the highlights from that first half, but make sure you're back in 10 minutes time or so for the start of the second. At the break, it is Montenegro 31, Croatia 43. Well, welcome back, everyone, to the Polyvalent Tour, second half of the second game here in Group C today, just about to get underway. And it's so far so good for Croatia as they lead Montenegro 43 points to 31. And Graham, well, it was really just set off by Bojan Bogdanovic in that opening few minutes. He knocked down 3 consecutive threes. He's already got 19 points, just what we've come to expect from him.
Yeah, absolutely, Adam. He was electrifying in those first few minutes. Just called off for a small time as we see Dubljevic, who's also had another great game, 12 points, 5 rebounds. But Bogdanovic just had a slight dip, but then Montenegro got into foul trouble. Then he was able to get to the foul line. Dubljevic, huge shot that was. He's really come to play as well. Bogdanovic is the leader of the Croatian team. Saric needs to follow suit. Would like to see a really big game from Dragan Bender. He's hit a 3 and he's made a block as well, stepping out. But Bogdanovic is the leader for Croatia. Dubljevic is doing a really nice job, having come initially off the bench for Montenegro.
Yeah, so Coach Tanjevic, I'm sure, has had a few words to say in that dressing room at half-time. He's been pretty animated on the sideline once again during that first half. Just needs to remain composed, Tanjevic. The last thing he wants to do is start giving away technical fouls and whatever else for saying too much. He must have been pretty close in the first half, but, well, Ako Petrovic will be delighted with how his side have played in that opening period, because they've been slow starters in game day 1 and game day 2. But thanks to Bojan Bogdanovic, as I mentioned, Croatia got off to a flying start today. They led by 15 early on. Montenegro did come back. I think they got it back to about a 3-point deficit at one stage, but 12 points is the Croatians' lead at half-time. We want you to get involved as well. Hashtag EuroBasket 2017. Download the app, and it's at FIBA on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and various other forms of social media.
Yeah, that's agreed. It's a really good app they've created for EuroBasket. We're using it, and it's great for all the supporters and the viewers at home to get involved. Just one more thing with Croatia. Bogdanovic, yes, leading the way. Next highest scorer is 6. So somebody else needs to step up to support Bogdanovic.
Yeah, good point. Barovic into Tyrese Rice. Vucevic throws it back out to Jurisic. Vucevic, oh, great turn by Vucevic. What a play from the big man.
Showing great athleticism and agility, going baseline and getting right to the front of the basket, where he is pretty much unstoppable. Great start for Vucevic.
Ukic. Now Bogdanovic, unsurprisingly, got 2 for company. Ukic throws up the 3 and connects. Well, if Bogdanovic can't do it, someone else does, and it's Ukic this time.
Yeah, the captain stepping up. Bogdanovic double-teamed. That left Tyrese Rice all alone on Ukic, and Ukic shoots over the smaller guard.
Rice. Good drive to the lane, Tyrese Rice. It's what we want to see a lot more of.
Yeah, the Montenegrins and all of us, we want to be entertained. Nice hesitation, finishing with his favourite hand.
Marco Thomas. Ukic throws it out. Thomas completely open, knocks down the 3.
Great move by Ukic. He's taking over now. He's just taken the heat off Bogdanovic on the offensive end. Kicks it out to Thomas for 3.
Rice. Nearly lost it. Jurisic picks up the loose ball. Jurisic, great penetration from Jurisic, but can't quite get it to go, but it's tipped in by Vucevic.
Now that's wonderful from Vucevic. Vucevic again. Great anticipation, and again, 2 offensive rebounds. Missed the first, straight up for the second tip.
Foul has been called. Barovic.
Yeah, Barovic ending up outside, trying to guard Saric, commits the foul.
Bogdanovic. Dario Saric steps back, throws to 2, and makes.
That's a really tough matchup for Barovic. He's much more comfortable under the basket, battling away like he did in the last game on Saturday. Saric makes him pay.
Here's Vranjes. Vucevic luckily finds its way to Rice. Jurisic throws up the 3, off target. Bogdanovic with the rebound.
No one in a Montenegrin shirt went for that rebound. They've got to keep crashing the balls. It takes a lot of energy and effort. They've got to keep trying to do it.
Bogdanovic. Great screen set by Planinic. Bogdanovic uses it, goes flying, no foul called. And Vucevic grabs the rebounds.
Yeah, good box out by Vucevic. Got to be physical, got to play inside. Here's another physical player.
Barovic, good finish with the left hand off the glass.
That's great. This guy is really doing a nice job. He's got 4 points now. That's a really high-class move inside with the left hand.
Tomas Saric thought about the 3, instead throws up the little floater with his right hand. Planinic grabs the rebound though, but has it stripped off him by Vucevic. Tyrese Rice. Rice looking to go himself, throws the floater, makes it. Great stuff, Tyrese Rice, who's now got 8.
That's much better from Rice. He's got a really good hesitation dribble, everything done in rhythm, and finishes.
Thomas for 3, just comes up short. Barovic with the rebound. Tyrese Rice looking to play with a bit of tempo, throws up the 3. Tyrese Rice just can't make, but a foul has gone on Jurisic.
That's a big moment, I think.
Montenegro missed their last 7 3-point attempts, as you can see, just shooting 21% from beyond the arc. But that's a bit better from Tyrese Rice, trying to get involved early on in this third quarter. Nice little 2 that he made, then throws up the 3. Didn't make it, but good aggressive intent nonetheless from the American-born Montenegrin.
That's correct, Adam. Jurisic now on 4 fouls. He's got to sit down for a large chunk of the rest of this game.
Yeah, struggled to get involved today, Nemanja Jurisic. No points, no rebounds either, as Zukic thought about the 3 instead, just drives to the lane. Couldn't quite get the left-handed shot to go. Shot clock down to 3 though, as Ukic lines up the 3, comes up short, but will grab his own rebounds.
Tyrese Rice, what I could really have done with him, just putting his body in the line there, try and dive on that long rebound. Croatia have another chance.
Dario Saric. Saric, this will be a long 2 if it goes, and it does.
That's a heavyweight matchup between Saric and Vucevic. Saric just a couple of dribbles, slight fade on that take-off for the jump shot, knocks it down. He's having a nice game. Saric still want him to get more rebounds though, still want him more physical.
Vranjes. Vucevic turns, puts away the 2.
And Vucevic repays in kind. That's a beautiful turnaround. This time he's showing us the jump shot. Last time he exploded to the hoop.
Saric loses it to Jurisic. Foul goes on Planinic.
Yeah, the intensity just starting to build nicely again. Great deep offense from Vucevic, and then really nice job by Barovic and Vucevic. Jurisic, who's actually stayed on the court. He's going to play with 4 fouls, Adam. He's got to be careful.
Yeah. Vranjes. Barovic tries to turn. Great defense, though, by the Croatians. 3 or 4 men around him there. Popovic. 3 points, 3 rebounds for Marko Popovic so far. Again, Bogdanovic with both Jurisic and Vucevic on him as soon as he picks that ball up. Popovic, great pass inside. Zoric with the 2.
That's a great pass by the veteran Popovic. Such a smart look. Bounce pass inside. 2 points for the veteran Zoric.
Yeah, Zoric looked at the referee as well. He thought he was fouled, wanted the and 1.
Well, he certainly went flying out of bounds at a rate of knots, but Referees didn't call it. Let's look at it again. That is a great bounce pass. Good catch and finish by Zoric.
So Dubljevic coming back in. Barovic takes a seat.
It's good minutes yet again, though, for Barovic. Like the player, like his energy.
It's Tyrese Rice.
Still need more from Rice, Adam. No
Yep.
assists. Now we've got one.
Dubljevic is fouled, and he'll shoot a couple.
As you say, he's got to show intent. Whether his shots go in, he's got to attack the defence, make his defender have to make a decision, because if they play tight on Rice, and that's 3 fouls on Popovic, that's a big moment as well. If they play tight on Rice, that opens it up for other players.
Dubljevic connects, has 14 points. The lead now is 10 for Croatia, 55-45, as we've got just over 3 minutes or so to go in this third quarter. Bogdanovic again has 2 men on him, really trying to prevent Bogdanovic from scoring in this third quarter. So people like Saric will have to step up, as will Simon. Simon just about gets the roll.
Yeah, nice play from Saric. Could have forced up the shot because Vucevic was playing good defence on him. Just dropped it off.
Tyrese Rice, good finish, Tyrese Rice.
Right, that's more like it. Tyrese for Montenegro. Really extending to the basket, exploded. Defence couldn't react.
Popovic. Bogdanovic, now Zoric throws it back outside to Simon. Good defence from the Montenegrins, but Zoric, the block from Vucevic, but he's called on the foul, and he is not happy at all about the call, Vucevic.
Yeah, nice job by Dubljevic there, just calming him down. Probably was a foul. Great pass again inside to Zoric, who's doing a really nice job again. Just knows his role, hangs around the baseline, gets in behind Vucevic. Let's have a look. Yeah.
Quite sure why he was so adamant that wasn't a foul.
It's great to see Vucevic going up against Saric with them being matched up. That is a really entertaining, exciting matchup for the crowd and for us to see.
So Zoric at the line, the 32-year-old, played for a huge number of teams domestically, currently undergoing his second spell at Cibona Zagreb.
Well, Cibona will definitely be pleased to see him playing this well in the summer. Hoping he can, and knocking his free throw down and loving that. They'll be hoping he can help them in the Champions League and domestic leagues this year.
Tyrese Rice. Rice against Zoric is a bit of a mismatch. Rice throws it out, Vranjes throws the three, way off target, rebound Popovic. Now in transition down the other end, no, Popovic just slows things down. Popovic wanted it a little earlier, he could have had a look at a three. Dubljevic got out to him quick enough. Now Saric, and offensive foul called on Saric.
And Tyrese Rice, that's a nice touch. 3 fouls on Saric, that's huge. Massive size difference. Just look, I don't think he really needs to hook Rice to go past him. I think Rice would probably have fouled him because of the size difference.
Jurisic just thought, why not? Off target though, Tyrese Rice keeps it alive. Now Dubljevic.
Move the ball. He needs to move the ball.
So Ivanovic comes on. As Vranjes and Vucevic check out, Todorovic is the other man who comes onto the floor.
Yeah, really good stretch of minutes there for Vucevic. His coach should be happy with him. He can get a well-earned rest, get himself ready for the fourth quarter.
Rice, good pass to Dubljevic, who sees Jurisic in space and connects with the three.
Rice to Dubljevic and then out to Jurisic. wide open, knocking down his three. Still on the court with 4 fouls. Very brave move by Coach Stanovic.
Yeah, his first points of the game, as well as Bogdanovic has it stripped out of his hand, but the Croatians will keep it.
I mean, it's a really bold move by Coach Stanovic. He's not only left him on the court, he's got him guarding Bogdanovic. And it just shows how valuable he is to this team, knocking down that three. Just stretches the floor.
Yeah, so the lead down to 8. The shot clock down to 5 as Saric draws the foul.
Yeah, just trying to get along the baseline. Saric nearly stepped out of bounds, but Todorovic just couldn't quite match Saric's foot speed there.
So another 14 seconds for Croatia as Saric looks to go to work himself, is fouled and will shoot 2.
Yeah, that's really good play by Saric, getting physical. He's so athletic, he's got all the offensive arsenal he needs. And Todorovic completely off balance. Too much contact, and Saric should go to the line for 2 shots. But Croatia, they're playing a nice game, Adam. They've been up, then the Montenegrins have come back. They stuck together. There hasn't been any ill-discipline or drop-off of energy. I think this is a much better performance by them against a strong Montenegrin team.
Saric still only 23 years of age. Very easy to forget just how young he is.
Yeah, Bender at 19 in the NBA, and Vucevic at 26. And Dubljevic, even though he doesn't look it with his beard, always at 25.
Yeah, was nominated FIBA's Europe Young Player of the Year in both 2013 and 2014, Dario Saric, so a lot has been expected of him for several years now. Foul called on Bogdanovic.
Yeah, that's a good move by Jurisic. Just putting pressure on Bogdanovic, make him play defense, wear him down. And yeah, good play.
Tyrese Rice trying his luck against Popovic. Great little pass, Tyrese Rice, but great defense. Dubljevic with the rebound, the right-hand hook shot can't go, but Dubljevic will head to the foul line.
That's more like it again from Rice. Splits the defense, going with his left hand, all the help comes, drops it off to Dubljevic. The only problem for Dubljevic, his body shape wasn't quite right, so he couldn't get the shot up straight away. Ends up going to the jump hook and gets fouled. But more intent, as you said, Adam. It's nothing technical, or it's just show us, Tyrese, show us you want it. Put pressure on the Croatian defence. Find your teammates if you haven't got your shot.
First free throw, that Dubljevic has missed, but makes his second. The lead is again single digits with 40 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Can they get a stop and then a make? No, they can't.
Oh my goodness.
Lucas Zoric, of all people, knocking down the long 2.
Well, I'm not sure what to make of that. That's fantastic. Zoric stepping out. It's the first time we've seen him step out that far. But he just caught that with confidence and knocked it down. Great to have someone like Zoric on your national team. He's having a little word with Dubljevic as well, just off camera, telling him I can shoot too, mate.
Yeah, 8 assists for Croatia just in this third quarter alone, so passing the ball really nicely. Leads up to 11 again. As Tyrese Rice tries to throw the little floater, but draws the foul anyway.
Again, as we said, Rice attacking the Croatian defence, making Zoric make a decision. Zoric has put his hands up, hasn't got the foot speed to deal with Rice, and he's just bodied him up.
Pavlicevic is coming in. Jurisic is now going to take a seat, the man who's on 4 fouls.
Well, that's a really good, some good play from Jurisic there, knocking the 3 down, getting the foul on Bogdanovic and not picking up that 5th foul. That's very brave by Coach Tanjevic, and it's worked out for him.
Rice can only make 1, but great work by Todorovic, and the Montenegrins will have the last possession of this 3rd quarter. Can they make it a single-digit game heading into the final quarter? Great pass, Tyrese Rice, the 3 is off target. Zoric with the rebound, and there goes the buzzer. And it will be a 10-point advantage for the Croatians heading into the final quarter out here. It is Montenegro 52, Croatia 62. So here are the stats for the 3rd quarter. Just let Graham finish off his piece of bread that he's eating. Montenegro, as you can see, struggling from beyond the arc, just 22% today from 3-point range, 5 from 23 they've made. Compare that to Croatia, 10 from 22, so a big difference there. Apologies again if you just lost pictures for a second or so. But Croatia have done well just to keep that 10-point distance between them and the Montenegrins heading into this final quarter.
Absolutely, Adam. It's been a mature performance because Montenegro have not let them get away. They started the quarter 12 points up. Montenegro have reduced that by 2 points. And now it's just going to be who's going to step up, who's going to put their body on the line. Rice has done a lot better, getting much deeper into the defence and making good decisions. If he hasn't got his shot, he's just dropping it off, as we can see him get into the hoop from all the different angles. Great camera angles, by the way, by all the camera staff with FIBA. Thank you very much for those, and great stats from Dustin and his team.
Absolutely, we'd be lost without them.
Giving Dustin the thumbs up, but you can't see this far across the court. He's totally focused on the game.
So here is Simon for Croatia to Zoric. Might try his luck from this range again after connecting with that long 2 towards the back end of the 3rd quarter. Foul is called though on Dubljevic.
Yeah, good job again by Zoric, putting pressure on Dubljevic. He's now on 3 fouls, so that's a great start.
Bender, catch, shoot, mate. Dragon Bender. Welcome back to the game, young man.
He's a real threat, 7'1", likes to shoot the 3. Just want to see him a bit more involved on the defensive end, grabbing those rebounds for his team.
Here's Ivanovic. Dubljevic, good pass inside to Todorovic, who throws it back out to Pavlicevic, who's off target with the 3, rebound by Thomas.
That's a good job by Croatia, just allowing Montenegro 1 shot.
Simon, good hustle by Pavlicevic. Simon does well to work himself out of a tight spot. Simon gets it back, throws it out to Popovic. Popovic drives, throws up the teardrop, can't get it to go. Dubljevic with the rebound. Important here for Montenegro to start well in this 4th quarter. They find themselves 12 points behind, and that's not going to help them. Cheap turnover.
Todorovic a little bit out of control there.
Simon, Zoric completely open from the foul line, can't get it to go this time. Another rebound by Dubljevic. He's got 8 rebounds now to go with his 15 points.
Another good rebound for Dubljevic. Good defence from Thomas. He's playing well in all aspects today.
Here's Ivanovic. Ivanovic throws it out to Tyrese Rice from the corner. Count it.
But then, as soon as I say how well he's doing, he loses sight of Rice, who ducks into the corner. Catch and shoot for the lefty. Rice is coming to play.
Popovic. Can they get a stop now? Montenegro, they've reduced the arrears to 9 points. Good pass to Bender. Extra pass. Popovic can make a cup of tea first, but still misses.
It's almost like he had too much time. Couldn't make Montenegro pay.
Dubljevic. Can they punish Croatia with a make up the other end of the floor? Well, speaking of those poor old cameramen, just had however many stone kilos that Dubljevic weighs land on him there.
He's just wincing, the cameraman there. I hope he's all right. They're just taking such amazing shots from under that hoop, but it's a dangerous place to be when those big guys are flying towards you.
Yeah, we've seen a few collisions, haven't we, especially in that position over the first 3 game days.
He's still not comfortable. I hope he's okay.
Ivanovic. Ivanovic throws up the 3, can't get it to go. Good rebound, Luka Zoric.
He's playing with a lot of energy.
Oh, what a steal that is. Ivanovic. Superb transition defensively from Ivanovic to get back. Oh, what a block, Dragon Bender.
That's better, Dragon. But Rice, unfortunately, went for the shot. Such a big difference in size. If only he could have kicked it back out.
Bender now thought about the 3 instead. Good bounce pass to Simon. Throws it back outside. Thomas for 3. Off target. And Dubljevic will just about keep it in. Great hands as well from the big man to find Tyrese Rice. Now Pavlicevic down the other end. Puts in the 2. And a timeout has been called.
Yeah, great play by Croatia. Pavlicevic taking it strong to the hoop. And it's amazing how these players, just looking at the block there from Bender, there were players open on the wing, but he's having the intent to attack. But with Bender there, it's tough for him to get any sort of shot off. A super transition defense, as you said, from Ivanovic.
So all of a sudden the lead is just 7. We could be in for a thrilling climax here.
Yeah, it's a nice job by Montenegro. They're just chipping away, a few points at a time, staying in the game.
Yeah, Montenegro have never been above 50%. Their field goal percentage by quarter. In Croatia, after getting off to a flying start in the first, dropped to 24% in the second. They responded well in the third, and they're back in the 20% mark in this final quarter as well.
Yeah, Montenegro have come out firing, throwing punches. As we see Saric, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Need more rebounds from him. Bogdanovic, they can't keep going to him. He's 19 points. Hasn't scored in this quarter yet.
Yeah, just double teaming them now. Bojan Bogdanovic, making it really difficult for the Croatian key man.
Well, they've got plenty of other weapons. It's just getting them good shots.
Here's Ukic. Oh, great steal. Pavlicevic has got support. Oh, he did all the hard work and tried to feed Vranjes.
Caught in 2 minds, maybe. He was possibly thinking, shall I cut where he was, thinking, shall I go for the layup or the pass, and he sort of did neither in the end, unfortunately.
Yeah, foul called on Pavlicevic there.
Maybe a bit of a frustration foul after the turnover, but great defence leading to that fast break opportunity by Pavlicevic.
Simon went for the little no-look pass. Last touch was off Montenegro, so Croatia will keep it.
Good job by Vucevic, hands up, active, using the full 6'10".
Ukic, Bogdanovic just trying to get himself going again, which he does.
So tough to guard. 6'8", just rises up on the baseline, knocks it down.
Incredibly, it's only his 2nd attempt in the match from 2-point range. Here's Ivanovic, draws the foul. And Ivanovic will shoot 2.
Nice job from Ivanovic. Caught the ball behind the three-point line. Croatia know that he's got that range. And he's just exploded to the basket. Good play by the young 23-year-old. Free throws, they're crucial the whole game, but the spotlight is really on these players now, especially the Montenegrins. The clock has stopped. They need to make these free throws, really take their time. They have 5 seconds at the line. Use every second to...
Oh, great work, though. Back out to Pavlicevic. She has it stripped off him. And now the fast break. Bogdanovic goes himself, puts in the 2. Zoric was there just in case.
Yeah, good activity by the Croatians defensively. And Bogdanovic, nightmare to guard on transition. Such a good athlete.
Throws it out. Ivanovic for 3. They could do with this, and they get it.
That's a big, big shot from the young man. If he can get going, I'm sure he'll find himself open. That'd be good news for the Montenegrins.
Bogdanovic again. Bogdanovic, good pass to Dario Saric. Goes for the difficult 2. Oh, nearly gets the roll. Rebound now by Vranjes. Now the foul on Bogdanovic.
Yeah, that's his 3rd. But the defence there, the Montenegrin defence, made him give it up to Saric. It was obviously another good option. Then the defender was able to get out to Saric, forced the miss.
Here's Ivanovic, fresh off that 3. Vranjes to Vucevic, trying to go to work on Zoric. Great D by Zoric, but he can't help Dubljevic grabbing the board and putting in the 2.
Great anticipation by Dubljevic. And just knocking the short 2-pointer down, and it's down to 6.
Double-double for Bojan Dubljevic, 17 points, 10 rebounds for Montenegro's number 14 today. As Zoric takes his seat, in comes Darko Planinic.
Yeah, great performance by Dubljevic. He's a great player to have alongside Vucevic. And an excellent season at Valencia.
Ukic throws up the 3. Ukic makes the 3. Couple of 3s now for the Croatian captain, and a timely one there as the lead was down to 6. It's now up to 9 again. Vranjes looks to respond with a 3 of his own. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Simon.
A great 3 by captain Ukic. He's had a solid tournament.
Here he is again. Ukic, oh, great hands by Ukic. Throws it back outside. Extra pass to Saric, who sees Ukic, steps back, throws the 3. Can't make it back to back, and good hustle by Pavlicevic to win it back for the Montenegrins.
Yeah, they had a couple of good looks there. Ukic starting off the play, then drifted out to the right-hand corner. Pavlicevic making the most of that contact. But that was the 3 previously. If he's open, he is lethal. And another great option apart from Bogdanovic. They've just got to get the right balance, because you know down the stretch Montenegro are going to be doubling, tripling Bogdanovic when he's on the floor.
So 3 fouls for Ukic as well. 3.5 minutes to go in this final quarter. The lead is 9. Can Dubljevic make it 7? No, but Vucevic can.
Wonderful pass. Dubljevic just backing his man in, spins to the baseline. Vucevic, nice little cut, catch, finish.
Saric, oh, great pass, Saric. What a dish from the Croatian number 9, and Planinic makes the easy 2.
Yeah, Planinic set the screen for Bogdan. Defence reacts to him, he just rolls to the bucket. Often the screener is left open in those situations. Nice find.
Foul goes on Bogdanovic. That's 4 now for Bojan Bogdanovic.
I think at this late stage, Coach Petrovic will leave him out there. You saw in the first half, Jurisic played with 4 fouls for a number of minutes. So I think they've got to leave him out there in these circumstances.
Tyrese Rice. To Ivanovic. Vucevic turns, really difficult right-hand hook shot. Bogdanovic is there on the rebounds.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. He was fading away slightly as well.
Saric up against Vucevic, offensive foul called on Darko Planinic.
Yeah, a lot of contact underneath between Dublevic and Planinic.
And timeout has been called, with Croatia leading 73 points to 64, 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in this one.
Yeah, it's Montenegrin timeout. Croatia are holding Montenegro at bay. They've had such a good start to the third quarter, but they're just doing enough, Croatia, to keep them at arm's length.
Find one good shot. We need now 1 3-point. This you him or him, and the center there to be ready to go on the rebound to repeat.
Double the number of turnovers from Croatia as well, 14 to just 7 from the Montenegrins, but not affecting the scoreline at the moment.
Yeah, that's a good job for the Montenegrins, only having 7 turnovers this late in the game. Petrovic should just be reminding his team that these Montenegrins are not going to go away. They've got to rebound. They've got to limit Montenegro to 1 shot.
There's Bojan Dubljevic, spoke about his double-double earlier on. It's been another big game from the big man.
Yeah, Vucevic and Dublevic have done really well. How do we want to say his name? Dublevic or Dubljevic? Which one do you prefer?
Dubljevic.
Okay. I'll go with you then.
It's Tyrese Rice. Rice throws up the 3, makes it and is fouled! Tyrese Rice coming to the party late on.
That's a very high tariff move. But it's that time of the game, and it's that time of the tournament, and he's just decided, I'm going to take this shot. And he's fouled, and it's a chance for a 4-point play. Tyrese Rice, 17 points. Could do with a few more assists, but the main thing is he's knocking down.
Time for a 4-point play from Tyrese Rice. And the lead is just 5.
Yeah, he's been really aggressive offensively, exactly what his teammates need.
Amazing how quickly a basketball game can turn. Maybe that is the turning point for the Montenegrins. Can they get a stop here? Ukic is on 4 fouls now, by the way. Saric. Tanjevic trying to mark. Saric on the block, Dubljevic. Now Tyrese Rice in transition. Rice is fouled by Ukic, and Ukic is fouled out.
That is a massive moment. Great block by Dubljevic. On Saric, they just ran the clock down. Croatia sort of run out of ideas. No ball movement, not a lot of player movement, then down the other end. That was a great hesitation dribble by Tyrese Rice. That's on the scouting sheet against him. That left-handed, big hesitation, draws Ukic in. As soon as he reaches, he goes. And Rice is really starting to show his worth. I'm going to stop moaning about him now.
And all of a sudden, the Montenegrin fans have found their voice. They well and truly believe that they can win this. A chance to draw within 3. Haven't been this close since probably midway through the second quarter, I think. My memory serves me correct.
He's in the rhythm now, Rice. He's zoned in. And if he can be knocking down his free throws as well where the clock has stopped, and we are in for one heck of a finish.
Yeah, we thought this one was going to be close, and it looks like we were right. For large periods of this game, it hasn't looked likely, but Montenegro have kept chipping away, and that big 4-point play from Tyrese Rice a minute or so ago, perhaps the momentum boost that the Montenegrins were looking for. Bogdanovic, can he get Croatia going? Planinic has got Vucevic all over him, and great defense by the Montenegrins. They've got the shot clock violation, they've got the ball back.
That's extraordinary defense by Jurisic. He's up against one of the best players in the world who's on 4 fouls himself, but he's on 4 fouls. The way he's moving his feet, keeping his hands out from committing fouls, and he calls that. He took enough time off the shot clock so the Croatians couldn't get the shot off. Wow.
Can they respond with a make of their own to perhaps draw level? Not once in this game have they had the lead, Montenegro. They've always been chasing. Tyrese Rice is the man with the hot hand. Rice with another 2, and it's a 1-point game.
What a performance by Rice. He is bringing it to this game. Again, hesitation, explode. The defense freeze, they're not sure. Could be fatigue. Saric and Simon, they're standing there. They're not in a position to be able to block. And the Montenegrins are loving this. And so are we, because it's just a great contest now.
Yeah, it's something we haven't had over the first 2 days, really, is a game that's gone right down to the last few seconds, but it certainly looks as though we're going to here.
Now this is going to come down to the team and the players that are the calmest. So Leni's just fouled out. Bogdanovic, their biggest player, is on 4 fouls because he could go at any time. Jurisic on 4 fouls has done an amazing job, hitting the big 3 in the previous earlier in the game, and then just playing great defence on Bogdanovic.
Well, unsurprisingly, Coach Tanjevic probably not with much to say at the moment, apart from just keep doing what you're doing. And Nako Petrovic's team talk perhaps a little more stressed.
Yeah, they're the team that are on the back foot right now. They've been in command, and then Rice has just taken over this game. He's just saying, get out the way, get the floor spaced. If everyone collapses on me, I'll kick it out to you. If they don't, I'm going all the way to the hoop.
Important possession here for Croatia, just to try and stop the rot. Popovic to Simon. Just trying to take the sting out of Montenegro here, Simon, just slowing it down.
Yeah, it's a good ploy, as long as they can get a good look.
Dubljevic comes out as well. Saric just looks up, sees plenty of space in front of him, drives, makes, wants the foul, but he doesn't get it.
There was a lot of contact, got an arm in the head, but the ref's letting them play. And Saric doing a great job for his team. They spaced the floor really nicely. He had plenty of room when he caught the ball by the foul line. And now they have that 3-point cushion again.
Yeah, I don't think Saric could quite believe. Look, he just looks up and thinks, oh, wow, there's no one in front of me. Might as well go myself. And finishes nicely under pressure. Yeah,
Vucevic came out to him, but closed that almost too hard. Saric was able to get round him.
7 seconds. First pass. Cut. Second cut. Screen. And to arrive on the shot him. And to have quick. It's important to score.
Just trying to listen in to if coach is speaking. Here we go.
Middle pick and roll. With you, with the 5.
Tyrese taking over there just to help out coach. He's probably may have lost his voice. But it's just a superb effort from Montenegro initially, who's just took the game away from Croatia, and now Croatia coming back really strong with Saric making that last 2. It's just all about calm minds, because this place is going to go crazy with the supporters now. Just a calm, and also Montenegro get to advance the ball now into the front court, and yeah, Croatia are looking a little bit. They're looking more worried than they were, say, 10 minutes ago.
They sure are. Yeah, it's been a common theme really for the Montenegrins team talks. It does appear as though Tyrese Rice takes a lot of them. Maybe Tanjevic's English isn't as good as it could be. Dubljevic loses it, does he? Tyrese Rice. Oh, it's a huge scramble. Who eventually wants it?
Abs.
And it's Vucevic. Tyrese Rice is hurt here as well. Grabbing that left ankle, Tyrese Rice. Well, I think he's okay, which is good. I thought he was really in pain there. But he's up on it.
Well, all the Montenegrin supporters will be holding their breath. Let's just look at this develop. Great hustle,
yeah.
Saric has just tweaked his ankle there as he's trying to get the ball.
Yeah, he just twisted it. I think it was Saric that actually landed on Tyrese Rice's ankle, I should say. Just there.
Hitting the floor. Sorry, Marco Thomas. I said just before the play, people that stay the calmest, but it's also people that want to put their body on the line. Goes without saying, but that is great activity, diving on loose ball after loose ball.
Yeah, Montenegro have done very well to still have ball in hand here. 31.7 seconds remaining. Croatia 75, Montenegro 72.
And 15 seconds on the shot clock. They've got plenty of time to get into their offense, get a good look. Rice has been hot, but what we don't want him to do now, or what Montenegro don't want him to do, is just go in and force one up with all the help coming to him. He's still got to look at his full array of options.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll look at trying to get Tyrese Rice the shot. He's made their last, well, I can't even remember how many points, but 6 at least.
Let's just see how his foot is. This could be, let's hope he's okay.
Seems okay.
Game. Just hounding him. Someone else is going to be open.
Ivanovic tries for 3, can't get it to go. Dario Saric knocks it down to Simon. And, well, they're going to have to foul at some stage here, Montenegro.
Need to stop the clock, and
yeah,
they do.
Which they do. Dubljevic is the man.
It's Dubljevic's full foul, but it's so deep in the game now, he had to foul. Unfortunate for Ivanovic, he was open. He'd knocked one down not too long ago. It's so close, so tense. That was a really good look, because Saric couldn't get out to him, or Simon.
Yeah, they still had a foul to give there, Montenegro, so they don't head to the line. .8 seconds to go. Going to have to intentionally foul again here, are the Montenegrins.
We've got another timeout.
Yeah, so timeout has been called.
So this time the Croatians will be able to advance the ball down the floor. They just want to try and run the clock down. They've got 11 seconds. They've got the lead. They just want to use as much. If they've got a wide open shot maybe early on, take it. But if not, they move it around, get good ball movement, good player movement. Let's get a good shot. But of course, Montenegro, what they want to do, even though they're going to be going into the penalty, they've got to play good defence for really solid defence for a few seconds. But as the shot clock goes down, they may be in a situation they may have to foul. They don't want to, they just want to play solid defence, hands up, force Croatia to miss, and then they've got the chance to tie the game themselves with a 3. Or a 4-point play again from Rice. He's already showed he can do that.
Yeah.
But what a game.
If it finished with a Rice 4-point play again.
We'd all have to bring out the cold towels.
Yeah, we sure would.
Down. It's been a great game, the first really close game here in that's gone right down to the last possession or last couple of possessions here in Group C, so great to see.
Yeah, fouled quickly. Is it on Dubljevic? If it is, he's fouled out.
I mean, they had the foul to give. I mean, I don't know if that was a decision they'd made, but that was very quick to commit the foul. So one good thing is they've only taken a second off the clock. They're going to rely on Saric not missing these shots. Saric obviously wants to at least make one to make it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, the foul's actually gone on Nemanja Jurisic, so he's the one that's fouled out.
There's still another key player off the floor, but they've got Pavlicevic coming in.
So a couple of big free throws here from Dario Saric. Even if he makes one, he makes it a 2-possession game. Not what you want to see if you're Dario Saric.
23 years old, you've already mentioned it, very young. Big moments for it in his basketball career right now.
Yeah, clutch to quote the Americans, as he knocks down the second, so he does make it a 4-point lead, 76-72, 10.6 on the clock.
Yeah, so now Montenegro have possession, they'll be getting it in the front court. It's a two-possession game, so they're going to want to go quick. They've got options. They can try and get an open three or drive to the basket, make two and get fouled, get a three-point that way. They really want to get a good early look. So that's the one possession. Then they'd be putting on. See, then on the next possession they'd be putting on pressure on the defence. That's the perfect scenario. We're just going to have to see how it all unfolds.
It's been good for Montenegro, the third and the fourth quarter. They've outscored Croatia. Just that slow start that's costing them at the moment when Bojan Bogdanovic was lighting up this arena. Can they get a quick score here? Ivanovic, Dubljevic, it's all about throwing up the three. Oh no, they've turned it over. It was just what they didn't want, and Bogdanovic does so well to avoid being fouled as well, and that will be that. Well, it's a bit of an anticlimactic finish, unfortunately. But Croatia will not care. They will be very, very relieved out here, the Croatians, and Ako Petrovic, because it did look at times there that Montenegro were perhaps even going to take this to overtime or maybe even win it, but it has finished Montenegro 72, Croatia 76.
Fantastic game, fantastic entertainment. So unfortunate for Dubljevic, he's had such a good game. He gets possession of the ball, turns, he just can't quite get either the foul or get the shot off, and Croatia, you know, they're alert, they get the ball and then just run the clock out. But what a fantastic game for the fans in the arena, everybody watching around the world. Croatia putting down a marker, showing that they can win these tight, close games against great opposition in Montenegro. Really gave it a go for the full 40 minutes.
Yeah, so 3 from 3 now are Croatia. But Montenegro will take great heart. I know they lost, as Dubljevic looks dejected as he leaves the court. I know they lost, but the way they really battled to the end there. As we take a look at the game leaders, Tyrese Rice just came to the party late on, finished with 22 points. Only the one assist, though. Will be disappointed not to have a few more assists, but Bojan Dubljevic as well with a double-double, 17 points, 11 rebounds for him. Bogdanovic led the way for Croatia, 23 points for him, a lot of those in that first quarter. He was ably assisted by the likes of Dario Saric, who had 14, and Oko Rocco Leni Ukic as well had 9 before he was fouled out, the Croatian captain. But yeah, 3 wins from 3 for Croatia. They will be happy if they can see through those outfits they've got.
Are they selling those on the outside? Or?
Well, we can go and have a look now. But that draws to a close. The second game here in Group C today on game day 3. But don't go too far away, because in about an hour's time or so, we have the final game of the day, and it should be almost a sellout, I believe, because Spain are in town again, and they are taking on the hosts Romania. Spain have been just absolutely fantastic to watch so far. What can Romania find in response? But here it's been a really good game, but it has finished Montenegro 72, Croatia 76.
Još jednom lijepi pozdrav poštovani gledatelji iz Kluža. Evo nakon treće pobjede naše reprezentacije u društvu sam kapetana Roka Ukića i Darija Šarića, našeg sjajnog dvojca.